Hello, space explorers, and welcome to Space Lag. Today, we're embarking on a cosmic adventure to witness a historic milestone, the launch of Shenzhou-18. If you're passionate about the infinite beyond, hit that like button and subscribe so you won't miss any updates. China has been accelerating its presence in the cosmos, and Shenzhou-18 is the latest gem in its crown of achievements. But before we dive into this launch, let's quickly look back at how China reached this point. On April 25, 2024, the world paused to watch Shenzhou-18 soar into the skies. With Ye Guangfu, Li Kong, and Li Guangsu on board, the mission promises to expand our horizons with over 90 planned experiments. Now, let's check out this spectacular launch.
Not so much calm going on there, except for a few simple commands and the final countdown. And that's because the final status checks by now, most of them have been completed, so that's a good sign. You don't want to hear too much noises around this time.
Yeah. And also, you know that today in the Jiuqian Satellite Launch Center and in other launch sites of China, we also use UAV, unmanned air vehicle, to give a good sight of the launch, the whole launch procedure itself. And also, in every live coverage, we can see from our CGTN coverage, we can see the videos from the cameras mounted on the launch vehicle. So that's also a very good reference for us to ensure the status of the launch vehicle and also everything goes okay.
And you're looking at the launch control. T-minus 3 minutes. I suppose everybody is going through their own task procedure for a final time in their mind. Super focused, because this is a teamwork, right? Everybody needs to do their job perfectly right to make sure we have a good launch. Quite a nerve-wracking moment for the flight crew, for the whole launch team.
You may notice that
all of us were watching.
Rotational arms, some of the rotational arms will begin to move from the fuselage of the rocket. We also mount cameras to monitor the status of these rotational arms, because there are very important cables and pipes connected to the launch vehicle.
What do you think is going through the astronaut's mind? I think as much as this is a moment for excitement, this could be a moment for anxiety.
You know,
too.
that they have been trained many times for this. You know, that from the experience, not with Chinese astronauts, some of my friends, the foreign astronauts, they said they cannot distinguish from a simulation or a real one. So this shows that they've been trained so intensively, and the simulation is feels so real.
To it.
Today, with the VR and AR technology, it becomes more real than before.
Yeah. And really, there's not much they can do for this short period of time. They're being strapped in, things are out of their hands. They're basically relying on their team to get them out there safely.
Usually, they will salute before the, maybe several seconds before the liftoff.
We're approaching T-minus 2 minutes, I guess.
Yep. This is a beautiful evening of Jiuqian Satellite Launch Center.
It is.
我是0号，1分钟准备。
告号指引，1分钟准备。
1 minute out. An incredible moment to witness. Truly a magnificent view.
50秒。
The weather is a bit cloudy in Jiuquan, so the reporter mentioned that we may or may not see the moon.
40秒。
Yeah.
The
a major
rotational
movement.
arms has already been rotated.
So the umbilicals just pulled away. This is some riveting feed there. You can see the Shenzhou-17
Yeah, as we
crew.
mentioned, they are watching the live coverage.
Yeah. And they have decorated the space station a little bit, put up welcome banners.
Yeah.
20秒。
20秒。
20 seconds to go. It's a go for the launch. The Shenzhou-18 is just seconds away from blast off.
9、
9,
8、
8, 7,
6、
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
点火。
Ignition.
准备。
And at the moment, 20 seconds after the liftoff, we will have a pitch over, which means that the flight direction will change from a vertical one to the horizontal one, to the eastward.
Just a spectacular view there.
Yeah, you can see the 8 engines working very perfect.
And you can hear the voices from the launch team providing tracking status, saying things are going good. And that's the
Great.
we like
We
to
can
hear.
see the videos from the camera mounted, looking backwards.
So these are the side boosters.
Yeah, we can see 2 of the side boosters. And at about, okay, I believe this moment already the pitch over has already been accomplished.
So if things goes well, we could see the escape tower being detached in just a few minutes.
We just heard that the ground stations report that everything goes okay, the flight is normal.
And we can see both the infrared image and the optical image.
Exactly. So at the moment of the 120-second will be the critical step to jettison the escape tower.
So the escape tower is essentially a small solid fuel rocket set on top of the capsule. In the event of an emergency, such as an impending
because at the moment
explosion, it'll pull the capsule far enough away from the launch vehicle to allow for a normal parachute land.
Because at the moment of 2 minutes, it's already high enough, so we don't need the escape tower. But still, we have emergency escape engines on the payload fairing. We can see that during the live coverage previously. We can see the trail, as you mentioned, on this maybe infrared image.
Yeah, if it's during the day, we could see it very clearly, but because it's dark.
But we don't
we're
have
using
other
it.
choices
Yeah.
because of the launch window just lie in this moment.
Yeah. So we're relying on the infrared image now. Another critical step coming up very soon.
At the moment, 153 minutes. Okay, great.
Oh, that's the call out.
The emergency escape tower has already separated, and then will be the separation of the 4 boosters.
So you saw a bright flash over there. The
Just
emergency
half a minute
escape
later.
system have been separated, indicating the initial low-level flight went pretty well.
Yeah, it's already supersonic now. Great.
Booster
The
separation.
separation of 4 boosters, and then the separation of the first stage.
助推器分离，
Immediately,
助推器分离，
1、2级分离，
一
we
级
have
关
the
机，
first
一二
stage
级分离。
separation. A successful separation.
Great. And the next critical step will be the separation of the payload fairings.
东风、光学、USB、雷达跟踪正
In
常
the，past
遥测
few
信号正常，
minutes,
东
we've
风
seen a
飞行正
series
常
of。fast maneuvers and status reports there.
Now the combination of the Shenzhou spacecraft and the launch vehicle is flying eastwards. Oh, this is video cameras mounted on the rear part of the second stage. And this camera is inside the payload fairing, looking forward. You can see that's okay.
There you have
The
it.
separation of the payload fairing.
抛整流罩，
抛整
Roughly
流罩，
4 minutes into the flight, we are seeing fairing jettison.
神舟18号报告，整流罩分离。
So now the spacecraft is exposed in space.
北京明
I
白。
just heard the voice of Mr. Ye Guangfu, the commander. He reported that the payload fairings, now they can see the sightseeing outside. But I believe 02 and 03 have a better view.
Yeah, they've got a window seat.
Yeah. But
I
there is
wonder-
no aisle seat.
I wonder what they could see from their windows
Yeah.
now.
Usually, in the previous missions, sometimes they can entering the sunshine areas, but this moment they are still in the shadow areas of the Earth.
So in about few minutes, we're gonna see the second stage rocket being dropped. So
Well, the second
spacecraft
stage works
separation.
much longer than the first stage, more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Now you can see this is the camera mount, the
救
video
生控
camera
制台接
mounted.
送，
东风、光学、
On the
USB
second、stage.
雷达跟踪正常，
Is this the time that the crew will feel maximum G forces?
Usually that happens
Right
at
before
the separation
spacecraft
of stages,
separation.
because at the moment the thrust has a certain number, but you know that with the fuel become less and less, and the acceleration becomes greater and greater. Usually at the separation of the first stage or the separation at the second stage, they will experience the maximum peak of the G forces.
So you might want to take a look at these astronauts and see just whether it'll show on their face or, you know, through their body gesture.
But the 3 to 4G is not a big problem for them.
It's nothing
they
for
will
them?
be trained for up to 8 to 10 Gs. And even in 8 to 10 G, they can do the right operations.
So the highest G load they're going to feel is around
10. In abnormal
During
cases.
the flight?
No, in this
Is
normal
around
flight,
5G?
usually 3.6.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Not so bad.
But that's already a large number for our normal people. Imagine you have 3 more people on yourself, right? So that's the loading.
Usually, how would your body react to that many G forces?
Usually you just need to say activate more muscles. You recruit more muscle activity to work against that over gravity.
Is there anything that they can do now to offset the effect of high G forces?
I think the design of their seat and their body posture is already very helpful for them to remove the extra forces. Yeah. So if everything's normal, as we just heard, they are actually in a quite comfortable condition, yeah, as they are very used to those in their everyday training. Yeah.
Now we can see on the left of the screen is the video camera mounted on the second stage looking backwards. Our second stage of the Long March 2F rocket have one main engine with a thrust about 80 tons. And also we have 4 vernier engines which control the attitude and the direction. So you can see the video camera monitoring the proper working of these rocket engines. Very bright, but this moment is already out of the atmosphere. Okay. Still, the Shenzhou-17 crew is watching the live coverage. They will meet after 6 or 7 hours.
Very soon, very soon.
I believe our Shenzhou-17 crew have already prepared the breakfast for our Shenzhou-18 crew.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And I suppose in a few minutes after the second stage shut down, we are going to see things starting to drift, starting to float.
But you know that the normal procedure is that we first shut down the main engine. Still, the 4 vernier engines works. And we will adjust the
二级主
trajectory.
机关机。
Okay, as I mentioned, the main engine shut off, and the 4 vernier engines still working, and we will adjust the trajectory very precisely. So after several seconds, after we have already entered the right orbit, we will shut down the vernier engines, and then will be the separation of the spacecraft.
Yeah, so it looks like the astronauts are feeling a bit more at ease now.
Yes,
as
because
the
you know that
environment-
because the shutdown of the main engine, the G forces is not so remarkable now.
Yeah, as the environment is changing from high G forces to microgravity conditions.
Yeah.
东
So
风 USB 雷达跟踪
when
正常，
the
有20号正常，
shutdown
东风
of
飞行
the
正常。
vernier engine, they will experience 0 G.
Yeah, so things will start to be floating if you watch closely. Oh, that's the shot of the solar panel.
Yeah, it's still folded now.
So the next critical step would be,
The shutdown of the vernier engines.
okay,
Okay, you can see on the bottom right is a 3D simulation, but this simulation is based on the real data, which means that the position, the attitude of the launch vehicle is representing the real status. We have 2 solar wings and each have 4 panels.
I think for the 2 new astronauts, Li Guangxu
长
and
江
Li
7号
Chong,
发现目标。
this will be a very
长
exciting
江7号发现目标。
The success of Shenzhou-18 echoed around the globe, celebrating not just a triumph for China, but for all humanity. And here at Spacelag, we're especially excited to discuss how this mission elevates our understanding of the universe. With Shenzhou-18 now in orbit, what's next? China has ambitious plans and will explore each one, from future missions to the long-term vision for space exploration. Shenzhou-18 is just the beginning. The future promises to be even more thrilling, and here at Spacelag, we'll be tracking every advancement. Thank you for journeying with us today. Leave your comment, share the video, and of course, keep exploring. Before you go, remember to ring the bell for notifications. We want to hear from you. What do you expect from China's upcoming space missions? Comment below and join the cosmic conversation here at Spacelag.